So hi, welcome back once again to Android Pentesting introduction video. So this video is all about what exactly the Android pen testing, why we are learning this course, and some basics that we need to learn. So at first, the introductory part. So as we all know, Android is basically one of the most used operating system that we are using nowadays. Every detail, whatever we have into our lifestyle, most probably will be stored into our smartphone, and approx 70 to 80% users are using Android. So that's why we are learning Android pen testing. And in case, suppose if your device got compromised, that means your identity and almost everything got compromised for a company, or if you're working somewhere. So recently, I've seen a lot of Android pen testing courses, but most of them don't cover the threat that we are facing on the regular basis or day-to-day activities. So that's why I decided to create a course on Android pen testing, and that's what we are going to learn in this course. So at first, what is DIVA, which is called Damn Insecure Vulnerable Application? So the DIVA is basically an APK development for the Android security community, which will going to teach you security concept for programmers. So there are a couple of lists that we're going to learn through with DVWA. Let me show you how to download a DVWA, DIVA. So as I have clicked right here, so this is basically the Diva GitHub repo. So you don't have to worry right now because we are not going to install it right now. We are going to do it into our lab configuration part. So this is the repo of DIVA, which is called Damn Insecure Vulnerability Application, or this is what exactly this is called as. So these are the files which are being required for installation of DIVA. What is DIVA? You can find out here, which is a vulnerability application, insecure application, where we are going to test out the vulnerability. There are a couple of vulnerability which are being available into this DIVA uh, software, or whatever you can say. So these are the things that we are going to learn: insecure logging, hard coding issue, insecure data storage part 2, insecure data storage 3, 4, input validation issue part 2, access control issue, and some more thing. And apart from this, we are also going to learn few more things, as I'm going to tell you within couple of minutes. So this is basically what exactly the DIVA. Now let's move to the slide once again. So as we all know, everything starts with the introduction phase. That's what we have started this video. So I'm not going to focus on this part much because this is basically the practically oriented course. But I'll tell you some introductory and with some Android architecture and application that will need to test our application, and that we need to know before walking into any specific Android pen testing sections. Why it's important? Because let's see, if you have a device, if you have a phone, so before operating a phone, you need to know that what exactly a phone is. That's why we are diving into the Android architecture, which is basically one of the most easiest part, easiest and initial thing that we need to learn before getting into Android testing. So this is called the Android architecture, and this is a system app at the top notch from where we are interacting. This is a Java API framework. These are the managers. These are the native C and C++ libraries. Android runtimes. These are the HAL, and this is Linux kernel on which everything is based. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you this in a very detailed manner. So let's switch to the whiteboard once. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so this is a system app. So these are the app that we use on our daily basis. Example, dialers are there, emails are there, we are forwarding emails, calendars are there, cameras are there. For example, let's say WhatsApp is there. So we are using these things from our devices. These things called system application. After that, there is Java API framework. So this is the APIs that programmer uses for the development in Java and Kotlin. Uh, I hope you know the basics of all this thing. So and there is a Android runtime. This is what you can see here, Android runtime, which means this is a Android JVM bytecode in which is into the native instructions, as you can see here right now, where the core library is inclined, where the core libraries comes out. These are the managers where activity, location, notifications comes out over there, and these are the web kits. These are the basic things that you need to look into the matters. After that, uh, native C and C++ library. This is something that mostly used into the Android implementation and goes not have and does not have much work to do with application developers except NDK developers. This is not that you need to focus on. HAL, which is called HAL is basically something which is called uh, hardware abstraction layer. So this provide high level API for hardware management, for example, for audio and for Bluetooth, camera and sensors. So these are things. After Linux kernel, which is the kernel module, the innermost part of any operating system where the drivers and everything comes, which managing what you can say operating system. The innermost thing is called kernel. So that's all about this basic Android architecture that we have learned till now. Then let's see what are the next thing. Yeah, this is very important, Android SDK and tools. So everyone, those who would like to build any application, they have and they need Android software development kit, which is called SDK, software development kit. And you can download SDK alone or by Android Studio. So I prefer installing both by downloading Android Studio. You can download it from here. From here you can download, and there are a couple of apps that will be useful, and you most add them into the operating system path that I'm going to tell you right now. Here you can see, and after adding these locations into your path, test to ensure they are working properly or not. No worries, we are going to test these things as well. So after that, these are the couple of requirements that is being required before getting into Android pen testing. This is Genymotion. If you don't have any Android device, probably you need to test on this operating system, whatever you have. I prefer you to test into your laptop system, whatever you have. You can use test through your devices as well by using the Android debug breeze, ADB breeze. But here, but if you don't have a device, then you need to install the Genymotion, and you can install Genymotion for fun. It's not likely you can download it from here. So from here you can download the Genymotion. If you want to a light installation which is not include what you say VirtualBox, and if you wants to install it with a VirtualBox, then you can select the bottom line, this one. So this is from here, and after downloading you need to install this Genymotion. This is very easy, but I'll try to include this part into the course as well. And you need to set the Android SDK location in Genymotion to your already installed Android SDK path, and this will help you to prevent lots of error that you are going to face into the upcoming session. And if you also want to analyze the malware, use Android API level 22 level 22 or lower to have more freedom based on the permission restrictions, because the more above level you'll go, the more restrictions you'll be having. So just select the better lesser one that may include few vulnerabilities so that you can test it out on that. There are a couple of additional applications as well. Drosser, JEDX, Objection, which is a Prada based, and Diva, which is already I told you. Dozer is basically application that can simulate a malicious application into the Android, and it can send you request to other application based on your demand. So you can download browser from, yes, labs. I guess it's working. If I'm, yeah, you can download it from here. Browser apps. There might be option. So basically, if we'll talk about browser, then it comes with a two part. First thing is the APK file, which is going to act like an agent, and second thing is the console application, which is going to communicate with the agent. Here you can see a lot of options are there, but I'll show you the how to install. Like this is the agent APK only, and second thing that you need to install is console application to communicate with the agent. So after installation, you need to start the agent, and you need to port forward it using the AD. Then we have JEDX. JEDX is basically called as a application for reverse engineering for APK files. We have objection database, which is basically called as a runtime mobile exploration toolkit, which was created by Frada, and it was built with the aim of helping access mobile application and their security posture without the need of a jailbroke or rooted mobile devices. So to install the uh, objection, you need to run up the command pip 3 install minus u objection. You can run it into your Linux machine and you will get installed of it. And after that, DIVA comes, which I have already told you. You can download it from here on your Linux machine. So there are a couple of things that we have learned in this video, and we are going to add a lot of practicals in upcoming sessions so that you learn a lot of things. So if you'll be having any query, you can feel free to contact us through any of our social media. Or else, most probably, I have already given you the mail ID from where you can contact. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day. Jai Hind. We'll see you video.